Hey there, person watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Divine Femme Tarot 888. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So today I thought I'd do a general energy reading. We've got a full moon in Pisces. We also have an eclipse tonight. It's very, very heavy energy, you guys. So let's get into this. Spirit guides and angels, please shield me, cover me, and protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages for my person watching. So like I mentioned, we are having a full moon in Pisces, which is extremely emotional, dreamy, coming to terms with a lot of things in our life. Also, we're having an eclipse. We're in eclipse season, right? So that just adds to the extra emotion, adds to the extra anxiety, stress, kind of craziness that's going on around you. So, hang tight. Everything will be okay once we get past this, but there's a lot going on. So I want to take a moment out and say thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I drop a video, you'll be notified. And take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else. Switch the roles if you need to. And thank you so much to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys for engaging with my channel. All the likes, the shares, and especially the comments. I love, love, love the comments. And thank you for telling me where you're from. That is amazing. I appreciate you. I have subscribers and watchers from all over the world, and I'm so humble and so grateful. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm sending you all love and light, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. So full moon in Pisces, again, very emotional, right? Very draining. You could be feeling tired. You could be feeling stuck. You could be feeling very sad. People could be kind of losing their mind around you. Some people want to fight with you. They may get you cornered. You're having a great day and then all of a sudden it turns crappy because, somebody said something, mentioned something, or did something, and you're like, what the hell? And then your whole day is ruined. So just try and take a deep breath, move through it, understand it's their energy and not yours, okay? So at the split, yeah, check this out. So we've got someone who's been contemplating a lot, right? And making decisions, at least trying to, but then we've got someone else up that's up all night crying, right? Stressed out, crying, a mess, sad, can't figure out what's going on, very upset, very emotional, contemplating a lot of things that they've said or done or was said and done to them. And, I feel like there's a lot of just hurt going on right now, right? I feel like there's a lot of projecting of emotions, projecting of guilt, maybe, of things that people have done to you, maybe things that you've done to other people. Pisces is a very, very deep sign, right? It's the last sign in the zodiac, okay? So a lot of introspection, a lot of dreaminess, again, a lot of sadness, a lot of emotions. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And like I said, we'll get through this, okay? So let's see what's going on. What does my person watching need to know about this full moon in Pisces with an eclipse? What's going on in my person's energy? Spirit guides and angels, shield me, cover me, protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages. What is going on? Oh, wow. Okay, person watching. So even though you feel completely unbalanced and probably like shit right now, you are a star, right? You are a glimmer of hope in a lot of people's sorrows, right? And a lot of people's dread. You are the one that people can really rely on. You're the one that is the energy cleanser, right? You're the one that feels so balanced. You're the one that people come to with all of your problems. But I feel like some of you don't feel like you have someone you could go to with your problems, and that's tough. That can be very, very hard. That can be extremely draining. I feel like during this full moon, you need to release that, right? You need to release, like I like to tell my kids and my friends, look, people will come to you and tell you all of their life stories, right? And just dump all of their garbage into your garbage truck, okay? And you could be walking around super happy, and then all of a sudden someone's like, oh yeah, this happened, and I'm so depressed, I'm so upset, and you're just soaking up all of this, right? All of this information, all of this sadness, all of this despair, all of this anger, all of these just crazy feelings that aren't your own. And you end up leaving the person, and they come to you like, and they leave you like, and then you're like, because they dumped, again, all of their emotional baggage into your garbage truck, right? And it's time that you back that garbage truck up to the dump, wherever that may be, right? Meditation, cleansing, a pool, a shower, a walk in the woods, whatever it is, your backyard grounding, and just dump it, right? Dump it and let it go. Release it with this full moon, and understand it is not your emotions. They are not your feelings, okay? Because again, I feel like you are very intuitive. You're probably an empath. You can pick up on energy of people, and people gravitate to you. Like, look, you're the star, right? You're a beautiful being, okay? Again, 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. You could be an earth sign. You could be an air sign. An earth sign or a water sign. You're the light in people's darkness, right? So with that though comes a heavy burden of, again, taking on other people's emotions and maybe feeling like they're your own, and you have to kind of convince yourself and rewire your mind and be like, look, this isn't my emotions, this is his emotions or her emotions, and I have to just leave it with them and do that. And it's okay to do that, person watching. Absolutely okay. I'm not saying necessarily to return to sender their negative energy and emotions because they needed you as a filter, but I'm saying don't take them on as your own and don't let them bleed over into your life, okay? And this full moon is a good time to do that. We always release on a full moon and we manifest on a new moon, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. This heavy eclipse energy is just going to make things, exasperated 10 times. So be very careful with that. I feel like you need to really kind of ground yourself, take some time out for yourself. If you're sleepy, go to sleep. Even if you're sleeping 10 hours a day, do it. Like, your body needs to recharge. It's doing that for a reason, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay. Because, yeah, look, you need balance, right? You need balance and justice within your own life. People have to understand that, yeah, they can come and talk to you and they can come and hang out with you, but they can't come and dump all of this emotional energy onto you, right? It gets too convoluted. And I feel like some of you take it on and it lingers with you for days and some even weeks and months, especially if you're a water sign, right? We got 2 water signs out here. So especially if you're a water sign, you could be a Pisces also, right? And we got the full moon of Pisces. And of course the Pisces card came out, right? So again, take time out for yourself. Just understand what the dynamic is, understand what's going on, understand the energy, and understand it's not yours. And it's okay to let it go. It's okay to release it, okay? What else is going on? Yeah, you got a lot of chaos going on right now. So Jesus, I didn't even really see that. So we got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, you could be going through a breakup right now, right? You could be having to release a family that you never wanted to release, even just a friendship. It could even be a job. It's something that gave you love and comfort. It's something that gave you stability, right? It's something that you thought would last forever, okay? And unfortunately, there's been somebody that stabbed you in the back, and that's why you have to release this. I feel like a lot of what's also been exposed right now and what's being exposed are the people around you, the choices that you've made. And, you are the star. That's great, right? But you also are, a human being in human form on this realm, in this timeline, on this dimension. So you have to kind of realize that as loving and as kind as you are, not everyone has the same traits as you do. And I feel like you have been mistreated badly by somebody that you love deeply, somebody that you really wanted it to work out with, somebody that you saw forever with. This could be you guys could be in a relationship for just a few months. You guys could be in a relationship for 5 years, 10 years. It could be a 30-year relationship. But something has happened. You have been literally backstabbed 10 times, okay? This could be with different people, places, and things. This could be about money. This could be about a job. Just take it how it resonates and leave the rest behind. But you have felt very betrayed. You have felt deceived. You've had lies that have been exposed to you. You have heard things or conversations that have been brought to you without even trying that are making you think holy crap, where was I? What was I doing, right? And I feel like, again, during this full moon, you have to release that. And you have to understand that this isn't something that necessarily you did. This is something that somebody did to you. But you also have to take responsibility for allowing that behavior to happen, right? Because, and I've had to learn this the hard way, guys, we teach people how to treat us, right? And if you're going to constantly be the one that's, trying to fix everyone, right? Trying to make sure everything's okay, right? The masculine or feminine energy, whichever you are, doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. It's whatever you end up feeling most comfortable in. You have to understand that you need to set boundaries, right? You cannot let people continue to treat you badly, because if you do, person watching, it ends up being on you. And guess what? You're going to be out of balance. Okay, this card is going to flip. And right now you're in balance, but you've got a heavy burden on you. You've got a lot of heavy burdens on you. And I feel like the cards are trying to say, hey, look, yes, your marriage may be breaking up. Yes, you might lose a job, a car, a house, even your kids possibly. But you have to give yourself grace, okay? Because while you were trying to fix everything and make everybody happy, you had blinders on, and those blinders did not allow you to see what was actually going on behind your back. Who was backstabbing you? Who was taking from you? Who was lying to you? Who was manipulating you? You had those blinders off, and you're not a horse, and you're not in a race, okay? You need to remove those blinders and be real with yourself and real with everyone around you. And if you end up losing these people, whoever they are, they weren't meant to go with you, person watching, because you need to speak your truth. And that's okay. That's okay. But there's going to be a lot of chaotic energy around you right now. There is a lot of chaotic energy. Again, I feel like a lot of you are very drained. You're very tired. You're having headaches. Your eyes are probably like bloodshot red all the time, and you can't figure out why, and you're not smoking a bunch of weed, and you're not drinking. You're just exhausted. You're exhausted from what everybody else has been dumping onto you. And instead of saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm having a good day right now. Maybe we can talk about it another time. You're just like, oh yeah, what's going on? And then again, it screws up your whole day. You have to start setting boundaries, right? You're going to end up, yeah, and you know why? Because there are things that were hidden from you, right? In this backstabbing that happened, things were being hidden from you, okay? And they're going to be shown now. Things are going to be exposed. But those things now that are coming out, that are being exposed, you need to release. You absolutely do. Because yeah, you've had people that have lied to you, people that have not communicated with you, people that have taken you for granted, taken advantage of you. You've had somebody in your inner circle that, again, you thought would never do this. And you might be even having somebody come in from the past, okay? This could be a past lover, a past friend. This could be somebody coming in to say, hey, you know what? You need to stop. Like, it's not cool anymore. Like, you're a great person. You're a kind person. You're a loving person, but you have to love yourself. And this Pisces, you know, full moon is going to enable you to do that, especially for those of you who may not be as deep in thought or as deep thinkers or, you know, ones that basically, you know, like something can happen and it's really devastating, and you'll allow yourself maybe, like, you know, some of you in an hour or two, and you're like, oh no, I'm fine. And you act like a duck and you let it roll off your back. But sometimes you're not fine and you say you're fine, or you're not okay and you say, oh, I'm fine. Anytime anybody says they're fine, person watching, they're not fine. And I feel like that comes out of you a lot. I'm fine, everything's good, I'm fine. No, you're not. And it's okay not to be fine. But you, again, have people around you that have just stirred up a bunch of chaotic energy. And I feel like the universe is just trying to tell you just to slow down, take it easy, dump out your garbage truck. Yeah, look, this love cup in reverse, right? This is somebody that offered you the world, that promised you all of these good things and wonderful things happening. And in reality, they've dumped your cup out. And they've dumped your cup out because they've been selfish, right? But again, I don't feel like you saw it along the way because you were too busy taking care of everyone else. And yeah, this is what, a Knight of Wands? Oh no, Page of Wands. Jeez, this is the person slinging their sausage all over town, right? This is the masculine energy that's acting like, you know, he can go around and do whatever he wants to do and hang out with whoever he wants to hang out with because he's a man and he deserves it. And, you know, you should be stay in your place. And it could flip the roles, right? You could be a woman slinging your taco around. It doesn't have to be a guy. It could be a woman. And I read energies, not gender. I know I'm using he and she, but I just want to be very clear. This could be a male or a female sitting in this, you know, Page of Wands energy. This is very immature. I can do what I want when I want to. I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm bringing in the money, you know, and you're just like, okay. And you're trying to stabilize and help this person, but this person's not looking out for you, right? And that's a problem. That's too many cards, guys. That's absolutely a problem. You can no longer allow that to happen. Now we got under the Ten of Cups, we got the Four of Pentacles, right? Now I feel like you're learning that you need to stabilize yourself. If you don't have a credit card or any kind of established credit in a marriage, which I pray to God you do, but if you don't, you need to get a credit card. You need to hold on to money. You need to maybe squirrel money away. If you're in a marriage that's breaking up right now and, you know, the masculine energy or even the feminine energy is bringing in all the money, well, guess what? You need to slide that money to the side, some of it for yourself, because you may not have it. And a lot of people get caught up in that. They think, oh, I met this wonderful person and they've got all this money or they've got this great job and I don't have to work. I can stay home, whether they're a male or female, taking care of the children. And then all of a sudden shit hits the fan, right? And the divorce is coming and you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. You know why? Because everything is in their name. and you're screwed. So you need to go out, you need to get yourself an account, establish a bank account, a savings account, and a credit card somehow, some way. Ask your friends and family to help you, people that you can trust. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to hold on to your inner peace. You have to set boundaries. You cannot let people keep coming and taking from you. Okay, you can't. You're thinking about money right now. Look at you, got it in your head, you got it in your hands, you got it under your feet, right? You're like in panic mode right now, and you should be, because again, even though you're the shining star, it doesn't mean you plan for the future. You know why? Because you believed the person you're with. And that's not a bad thing. Please don't think that. But this person did not fulfill their obligation and their promise to you. And now it's time to protect yourself. Now it's time to go in and be like, oh my gosh, I need to protect myself. This is crazy. Like, this person really does not care about me. They're being selfish. They're being neglectful. They're being deceitful. And I need to take care of myself. That's what you need to work on, because there is someone out here. Who's this 10 of Swords? I want to know who stabbed you in the back. That's what I want to know. I know it's a love relationship. I know. Yeah, see? Someone who's very passionate, right? Someone who you loved. Someone who you trusted. Someone who you would go to bat for. Somebody who you would even, you know what you would do with this person watching? You would even protect them when you knew they were wrong, right? That's how much passion you had for this person. This is somebody you had a deep, deep love with. This is somebody who you trusted, who you put all of your trust and time and effort into. And unfortunately, like I said, they were very selfish, right? This Page of Wands out slinging their taco or their wand all over town, right? All the sausage tacos, whatever, all over town. Not giving a crap about what's going on. And guess what, person watching? You're about to hear all about it if you haven't already. And this is coming under the Sun in reverse, right? So the Sun upright is everything being exposed, new beginnings and wonderful. The Sun in reverse is like the Moon upright, right? The lies, the deceit, nobody talking, nobody telling you the truth. Well, guess what? The truth is on the way. Because once you release all of these burdens, and you can do return to senders, right? Return to sender, all negative energy coming at me to the person it's coming from. Return to sender 1,000-fold. Boom. Send it back to them, right? Literally, like pew, pew, send their energy back to them. Once that starts happening and they have to live in their own energy and their own nasty energy, you're going to find out a whole lot, person watching. There's some that have already been through that, okay? And it's so tough. There's some of you going through it right now, and it sucks. And my heart goes out to you. And there's some that are going to go through that in the future, okay? We are all on a different timeline, different realms, different dimensions, doing our own different things. So put yourself where it resonates. But you need to prepare yourself, because this is going to hurt. This is not going to be cool, right? But it's going to expose who has done what to you and why. And that is a gift. That is a blessing, because you know why? Oh, this is great. You know why? Because this is going to allow you to get away from a liar and a manipulator who is still going to be sneaky. Okay? It's going to allow you to make a decision for yourself. And what the universe is doing is putting a death to this situation. Now, the death card isn't necessarily a physical death. It's a death to a negative, toxic cycle, but it also means rebirth, right? It means you get a second, third, or fourth chance, whichever one you need. It's going to come around as, okay, look, this is a shitty situation, but you have to release it. And when you release it to the full moon tonight, full moon in Pisces with the eclipse, that full moon's going to take that energy and it's going to alchemize it, right? And it's going to be like, okay, you released it. You finally gave up your burdens to us, to the universe, right? To the divine, to God, whoever you want to believe in. And once you do that, person watching, you are going to feel so much better. Like you're not going to be tired anymore. You're not going to be stressed out anymore. You're going to set boundaries. You're going to let people know you can't treat me like this anymore. Like, I'm a nice person, but shame on you for taking advantage of me, right? And it's going to close out this toxic cycle, and that is amazing. Like, that is the coolest thing that it could ever do. Absolutely. And then look, boom, you're going to get stability, right? You're going to get stability. You're going to get money. The money you held on to is going to multiply. You're going to get a job. You're going to get credit cards. You're going to get bank accounts. You're going to get whatever you need to succeed. The universe will bless you. You know why it will bless you? Because you finally took care of yourself, right? Instead of being the star and being this beacon of light for everybody else, you're turning that around, and now you're shining on yourself. And you're like, ooh, This is great. This feels so good. Like, feel your own energy. Feel what everybody comes to you for. And once you do that, person watching, I'm telling you what, it is going to be a whole new you. And they are not going to be able to play with you anymore, which is absolutely amazing. That's a good thing. So again, a lot of chaotic energy around you, a lot of lying, manipulating. You're going to find out about this if you haven't already. This full moon in this eclipse season that we're in, it'll last. So full moon, I mean, like I said, people have been probably going nuts and losing their shit for the past 3 or 4 days, right? They're going to do it especially today and tonight if they haven't already. It's a Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's September 7th. They're also going to do it tomorrow night and the next night and the next night, because the full moon energy lingers from before the full moon about 2 or 3 days and after the full moon 2 or 3 days. So again, hang tight. It's going to be tough. And if you look at, you're not obligated to do anything. Let me say that again. You are not obligated to do anything. So if you make plans and you don't feel like going, guess what? Don't go. Don't go. The world is not going to end. You know why? Because you need to protect your peace. You need to protect your stability. You need to regenerate yourself. You need to dump everybody else's garbage out of your garbage truck and focus on yourself. That's what you need to do. And that's okay. And that's what this full moon is allowing you to do. So definitely do it. Forget the chaos. Let people have it. Focus on yourself and what you need. Protect your peace at all costs, person watching. Because again, a lot of nasty, negative people are getting their comeuppance in this one. I'll tell you what, they really are. Because they're stuck on stupid and they're not going to be able to come to you anymore. And especially this person that you've been dealing with has been lying and manipulating you, stabbing you in the back, taking your money, and possibly screwing around with somebody else. I didn't get that, but you know, it's not, there's something that's breaking up and not working, right? Spend time with animals. Absolutely. Some oracle cards on this. Spend time with animals. You have a cat or a dog or a bird or a snake or whatever you like. Spend time with animals. And if you don't have animals, go to a friend. Ask a friend, hey, can I go walk your dog? Can I hang out with your dog? Go to a friend's house who has a dog or a cat. You can just sit there and kind of pet and just, you know, release everything that you need to release. Hang out with animals, because animals are just so loving and kind, and they use their intuition. And this is what you need to do. You need to use your discernment. You need to use your intuition. You find some crap coming towards you. You say, hold on, not today. Give me a second. I'll call you back in a week. Let them figure out their own shit. Don't let them dump it on you anymore. What else? Clear your energy field, right? Look, person watching, clear your energy field. Absolutely. Meditate. Go out. Spend time with animals and nature. Spend time in water. Clear your energy field. Protect your peace. You have had too many people coming at you for the wrong reasons. There's too much crazy going on around you, and people are siphoning your good energy and taking it. And God knows what they're doing with it, you know. I'm not going to dive into that part, but yeah, there's a lot of crazy energy. Connect with the earth, right? Again, meditate, go walk on the grass, walk in the sand, hang out with the animals, chill, burn incense, light a fire, light a bonfire. Really connect with the earth, ground yourself. Get rid of all the negative. Let all the negative go. Give it to the universe and just call in peace, love, prosperity, and stability for yourself. And then everything will work out the way it's supposed to, person watching, honestly. Like I said, this full moon is a doozy, so it's okay. Oh, we have sex. Okay. So, hey, some of you need to go have sex, right? Get that release. And if you have to masturbate, masturbate. Screw it. If you need to get that release and get that out of you, do it. It's okay. It's natural. It's normal. No shade, no tea. No, it's not. It is what it is, right? Animals do it all the time. So if that's what you have to do, do that. And if you have a friend that you can go have sex with and do that and pleasure yourselves, great. As long as there's no crazy attachments and, you know, it's not wackadoo. But, and, you know, some of you, again, this may not be a partner. This could be your job. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be loved ones. If you haven't had sex with your partner in a long time and you want to, do it. It's okay. It's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. We're all adults here, right? Let's see, connect with your womb, right? Connect with your womb. Connect with your inner feminine energy, right? Connect with rebirth, right? Because there's a death to a nasty cycle. We got the death card, and we got someone maybe coming in from the past, okay? This could be somebody you want to have sex with, possibly. Maybe an unrequited relationship, since you're going through this breakup in your marriage or your house or whatever, and you want to lay down with them, lay down with them. It's okay. Just protect yourself, obviously. You know, be adult about it, but connect with your inner feminine energy. Connect with that, you know, loving, peace, kind, giving that you put out to the world. Feed that into yourself, person watching. You deserve it during this time. You absolutely do. Let's see. Beauty ritual. There's another good one. Beauty ritual, right? Doll yourself up. Gentlemen, go to the barber shop. Get your nails cut. Get a pedicure. Women, same thing. Maybe go buy new makeup. Throw away all your makeup and get a whole new thing of makeup, right? Do a beauty ritual. Get your hair cut. I'm not saying do the big chop. Do not do the big chop. Don't do the big chop. Please, whatever you do. Maybe a little trim, right? A little trim. Not the big chop, just a little trim. Get a little eye makeup, get your face makeup, get your nails done, get your feet done, maybe get a facial, get a massage, stuff like that. You know, stuff to kind of pour into yourself. So definitely do that in the next few days if you can. I think that would be super, super helpful. And actually, I think I'm just going to leave that right here. Actually, let's see. Let's get some messages here, first of all, because I want to see about this situation real quick. Just real quick, and then we'll end it. But yeah, take care of yourself, person watching. Pour into yourself. If you need to sleep, sleep. If you need to, you know, meditate, meditate. But focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. I feel like you focus so much on everybody else, and you just got to release all their nasty energy. And once you get back to yourself, you're going to feel so much better. What does this say? I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, because this person knows they screwed up with you, right? Whoever this is that treated you horribly, whoever this is that stepped out on you, whoever this is that's been lying to you, you know, dumping all their garbage on you, and, you know, you've just been taking it and taking it and taking it. Yeah, they don't mention you because they know they would be, I mean, read for filth by their friends and family. Absolutely. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Well, you know what? Tough shit, because they didn't give you an option. Remember, we had the Ten of Swords. They stabbed you in the back. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. They let you go a long time ago, person watching. You're just now figuring that part out, right? So don't believe that. That's bullshit. That's just somebody trying to get into your head. Don't believe that. Let's see. What else? I remember every detail of that day. Yeah, you know what day it is? The day of reckoning. The day you're going to tell them enough is enough. I'm sick of your crap. Peace out. I'm doing me right now. You go do you. I'm sick of this. I've taken on all your burdens, your blocks, delays, and challenges. I've helped you as much as I can, and you are not a nice person. I'm done. I am releasing you to whatever devil or entity or divine thing that you want to go toward it. Peace out. I regret lying to you. They absolutely do. Again, that's part of these blocks, delays, and challenges is Ten of Swords. You're going to find out the lies. It's all going to be exposed. Everything's going to come out, person watching. Like I said, it's going to suck. It's going to be horrible, but it's okay. Just absorb it and let it go, right? Absorb it and let it go. I left when I saw you with someone else. Yeah, you know what? You left them when you realized they were with somebody else, right? We're going to put it in that realm. You weren't with anybody else, person watching. You were with yourself. You stuck to the plan. You did what you were supposed to do. They didn't do that, okay? So this is you. This is you now focusing on what's happening and realizing, holy shit, this person's been cheating on me the whole time. They've been out with Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, and Sue, and I had no idea. You did, person watching. You just didn't want to see it, and that's okay. It's not your fault. It's theirs because they stepped out on you, okay? So don't blame yourself. Last one. I'm so attracted to you. They are, but guess what? They just lost their star. They lost the best thing that ever happened to them. You know why? Because they were a nasty pickle. They did nasty things. They weren't nice to you. They put their blocks, delays, and challenges and burdens on you. You did everything you could, and it wasn't good enough, and that's not your fault. So I'm going to leave this right here. Good luck, person watching. Again, it's a lot of heavy energy. Take it easy. If you can get out to see the full moon tonight, do so. It will be absolutely beautiful. But again, talk to the full moon. Release all of this negativity. Release all these burdens. Ground yourself. Get out in nature. Pour into yourself, person watching. I want you to do that the rest of this year. Pour into yourself. You deserve all the love you've given to everybody else to pour into yourself. That's what I really want you to focus on, okay? Good luck, person watching. Thank you for tuning into this video. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I will see you the next time I drop a video. Bye, person watching.